What's up, beautiful people? It's your homegirl, Miss Shameless, all up in your building, and I have missed you. I've missed this. I've missed all of this. And so I wanted to keep you updated on what I've been doing as I get into this makeup look. This is going to be my clean beauty makeup tutorial. This video is sponsored by Bare Minerals and their Complexion Rescue. I have been using this and it's so ideal for summertime. It has SPF, a moisturizer, and a foundation. So with all the travel I've been doing to very hot places, this is perfect, ideal for everything. So this is gonna be the foundation, and then we're gonna build off of that and then get into the nitty gritty between all of this. So I'm gonna be using Chestnut, and I'm gonna start here on my cheeks. My T-zone is darker than my cheeks, so it will all even out at the end of it. And it has titanium dioxide, which is a mineral that is safe and effective to block out harmful UV light. There's a ton of great ingredients that are plant-derived, coconut, marine botanicals, squalane, which I learned all about in Australia. Click over here to watch all of that. The dewiness of it all, while protecting. She's here for it. I'll be using the neutral eyeshadow palette by Bare Minerals. And I got all of this at the Bare Minerals event that I went to with Cousin Jay. So we're just playing with makeup. They gave us all this makeup to play with. And just like that, just shopping into the bag. Mine is okay. But let's kiki and catch up where I've been. So I was in New York. I was speaking at Black Women Talk Tech. So inspiring. I'm using this color over here. Shablam. New York. Dream big. I was in a room full of women. They all had big ideas, big visions, big dreams. And I'm like, I dreamt of this life when I was in New York, of being shameless and of getting out of being a cocktail waitress and struggling. And New York, I give credit for helping me realize that dream. But now it's like, what's the new dream? Because there's always new dreams. So it was just refreshing to be in a room of powerful people. And sometimes we forget that we're all just people. It's not about supernatural abilities. If it is about supernatural abilities, it's about believing in yourself and believing in God to get you there. Because if it's big and terrifying, that's where you want to be. If it's just like within arm's reach, then she ain't big enough. I'm just using this color over here. Ooh, I like this. I like the color I have on my lid. This is gonna be a very rosy, neutral summer look. So that was New York. And straight from New York, I went to Trinidad. Trinidad is just fun. It's fun Maya. Trini fun Maya. And I love that Maya. I love that she's so carefree. She just wants to have fun. Despite her sickness, she's just out here living her best life. And while I was in Trinidad, I don't know if I should say this, because some of you guys saw on my social media that I may or may not have met someone. And I think it's because I was just like living life and having fun and just being open to energies with zero expectations. So that's what Trinidad is all about. And then I come back home to LA and I'm just like, she's gone. Trini Maya is gone. Now it's back to hustle Maya, loner Maya. Oh man. Okay, and then from Trinidad, I did come back with a nice part 1 of my tan. This is part 2 of the tan because then I went to Australia. I was in Australia for 2 weeks and that was so much fun. Australia Maya was all about finding her tribe. I have a really good friend in Australia, Sarah, and I met her here in LA We were both in improv class, and this was 3 years ago, and she's since gone on, 4 years ago. It's been 4 years, Sarah. She's since gone on to be a writer, producer, director, and she's killing it. And I went to her rap party, and it was just nice to be around creatives that are dreaming and making and doing stuff. And in LA, it can be kind of isolating for me because I live on the west side and nobody lives on the west side. Shannon lives on the east side. My friend Jessie lives in the north side. And it was just nice to be I had to be all the way in Australia to find my tribe. Would you look at that? What are the odds? How are we feeling about this? She's very dewy. I'm going to set her. No, wrong brush. Wrong brush. But it's all just very fascinating. Just to travel, yes, travel is great. If you can. And if you can't, travel within your own state, your own city. And that might be just as simple as leaving your house. You'd be shocked at how many people just don't go out of their comfort zone. Like going to a different neighborhood. That could be considered travel. And so if you don't have the means to hop on a plane or any of that, just get out of your neighborhood, somewhere safe, preferably with a friend, and just experience life. Did she blend her right? Okay, so I'm going to set this because these lights, they're not being very forgiving right now. So I'm using the mineral veil. I'm going to put her everywhere. Yeah. So traveling outside of your comfort zone, please be quiet, traffic. You just learn more about yourself. And I think, at least for me, it's learning more about myself and learning what I really want. What do I truly want? 2019, there are so many options. And social media just changed the game. And it's just like, what do you want? Yes, watching things can help and seeing things can help. But what you really want can be confusing when everyone is showing you what they want. And just going back in. That's another thing I'm learning. Remembering who you are. Remember who you are. Because I think when we're all in a really positive place, we know who we are. We're our higher self. We're children of God. We are beautiful, strong, independent, fierce, intelligent, patient, kind, all of the above. But then when life throws curveballs, it's how much of that sticks. This is the Brow Master sculpting pencil in coffee. I hope this microphone wasn't rubbing. There she is. Yeah. So here we are. I'm learning so much about myself and learning what I truly want. Because sometimes I can get lost in the sauce. And sometimes I want a lot of things. And I'm just like, Maya, prioritize. Which are you going to go after first? And can you multitask better? I would like to. It's just challenging. It just takes a lot of learning. So I'd love to know, what city or country taught you something new? Like when you think of a city or country that you've traveled to, or even the state or city that you live in, what has that taught you? Toronto, family hands down. I'm so blessed to have an amazing extended family. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry, I think. I miss them so much. Don't pull it together. I miss them so much. Oh, girl. I miss you guys. Okay, we're gonna use this blush. You had me at Merlot. Toronto's family. New York is dream. Trinidad is have fun. And LA is love. I'm learning how to love outside of myself in the form of a man. And it's really terrifying and scary. Because when you've been hurt so much in the past, girl, you better not ruin this. The struggle becomes still having an open heart to this person you don't know yet. So being smart, taking the lessons you've learned from the past while being open. It's just, life is just hard. It's hard when you don't have everyone has a different starting part in life. Like some of us have a head start, whether it was like a good school, good parents, good family, whatever the case is. And that's ultimately what my goal is right now. Sorting through all this so I can have a dope family. I really want a dope family. I don't want a husband and I don't want kids. I want a happy and healthy family. That's what I want. So I am looking at all the choices that I make. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin, to ensure that I am sticking to that. Whoo, child, girl. You know when you don't want to cry and then your nose just goes all runny? That's kind of what's happening right now. Whew. Okay. That's it. Clearly, I miss my family. I need to go and visit. It's because so much stuff is happening back home. My cousin just had a baby and I haven't even seen him yet. And Ate Maya misses everyone. Here we are in LA, alone, isolated. But that's fine. I have the Holy Spirit and God with me. So, we gonna be all right. Thank God I have faith. My goodness. I'd be so lost. We're gonna go under here and use my tears as setting for my eyeshadow. It's perfect. Oh my God. I've missed you guys so much. And even that, like, learning the balance, because for a minute, it wasn't just me, but like all of social media was like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? I'm so depressed. Why I left social media. But it's just figuring out your balance and you stepping away from the things that are making you confused. Sometimes you have to step back and get a better perspective. I mean, I'm pretty impressed currently. I'm going to use the Bare Pro Glow in Fias. This is really cute. She's gold. So yeah, that's where she's at. Holding it together. Can't stop, won't stop. You know, I do want to stop though. Sometimes I'm just like, ugh, what is it all for? But then I'm like, no. Challenge yourself. One foot in front of the other. Keep going. I mean, if Beyonce's documentary didn't inspire everyone, I don't know what will. Lashtopia, going in. I just like to look at life as a novel, if you will. A memoir. Chapters. And I'm also, in addition to all the traveling, I'm in like learning mode. I'm always in learning mode, but I've been, obviously in the writing mode. Studying scripted comedies. Love it. Here for it. I feel way more confident. Not because I'm writing, but I'm writing. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm doing the work. And there's nothing more satisfying than doing the work to get to your dreams. First, you have the prayer and the intention or the goal written down, and then you got to do the steps to follow through. And I'm just so proud that I'm actually doing the steps. That's like the most satisfying part. Gary Vee says that it's a process. You know, it's a journey. It's a journey getting there. And once you get there, you start a new journey. Okay, this is clearly like conditioner. You know, sometimes when you put mascara on, it just gets all chunky and dry. Not this. I don't generally put mascara on the bottom because my skin is so oily that it just, I don't know, I just don't like it either. I'm gonna add a little shine in the corners. What else can I talk to you about? Yeah. LA? Lonely. But taking this time to just figure it all out. Let me do this on my nose. Ooh. Gonna use Bare Minerals Hype. Hype Squad. Okay, so now I'm using the Bare Mineral warmth. I'm gonna warm her up. They say like use like a gray color. Why would I do that? To each their own. There are no rules. So I'm just gonna warm up her parameters. I know when I'm excited for the next chapter is when I'm afraid of the next chapter. I'm currently afraid of this next chapter of my life. So this is the clean beauty look. I think how many products did I use? Let me know in the comments below. Because she's down there. And I just need to put on some earrings. Aha. They're in my pocket. And I would have probably curled, added like a little bump on this, but I'm not trying to damage my hair. How about let's flip it to the other side? There, problem solved. Is the problem really solved? There, okay. We'll trick it for now. This is the look. I hope you enjoyed this. Just talk to me. It can be about anything. I will be here reading and writing. I really have missed you. And I'm so grateful for this. Because as much as you might find my videos inspiring, I find you inspiring too. So the more I can hear from you, the more I can get in your minds, the more I can just feel less alone in this world. Until next time, remember to do you, be you, and stay true. Be shameless.